Have you ever gotten to the end of the day, looked at your to-do list, and just felt like you've been running on a treadmill? I mean, you were busy, for sure, but what did you actually get done? Well, today, we're going to break down how to stop that cycle, how to reclaim your time from all that digital noise, and start focusing on what really, truly matters. Okay, so let's just start with a really simple question, and I want you to actually think about it for a second. Where did your time go today? If you're kind of drawing a blank, or maybe the answer feels a little uncomfortable, trust me, you are not alone.
Yeah, for most of us, the culprits are probably pretty familiar, right? It's that 30 minutes of late-night scrolling that somehow turns into an hour. It's those quick phone calls that just drag on and on with no real point. And oh yeah, the endless meetings that absolutely could have been an email. Here's the thing though, these aren't just little annoyances. They are thieves. They're stealing your most valuable, non-renewable resource, your time.
And the feeling that this whole cycle creates, well, the source material puts it pretty bluntly. You feel hopeless. It's that sinking feeling that no matter how hard you're paddling, the boat isn't moving. But, and this is a big but, the good news is it does not have to be this way. Not at all. So how do we break free from that feeling of hopelessness? It all starts with one big foundational idea. Being effective isn't some kind of magic talent you're born with. It's a skill. And this is a huge mental shift, because what it means is you're not just doomed to a life of distraction. It means you actually have the power to change how you work and live, just by learning a few key practices. So let's start treating effectiveness like a muscle we can actually build.
All right, so our first practical rule is super simple, but it is absolutely non-negotiable. You have to know where your time is actually going. You can't manage what you don't measure, right? So it's time to do a time audit.
So here's what you do. For just a few days, that's it, log your waking hours. And be honest, no judgment, just write down what you're doing. Then, at the end of each day, take a look at that log. Pinpoint the stuff that produced zero value. The mindless scrolling, the pointless calls. Think of this log as your map. It shows you exactly where all the leaks are. Okay, so once you know where your time is going, the next big question is, where should it be going? And that brings us right to rule number 2. You've got to define your meaningful contribution. So what in the world is a meaningful contribution? I love this definition. It's not about just being busy. It's about doing high-quality work that gives real value to other people, your team, your customers, your family. But here's the kicker. It also has to provide value to you. It's the kind of work that actually feels motivating and worthwhile. And this quote just nails the goal. See, you're not trying to do everything under the sun. You're trying to find that sweet spot where your best skills overlap with what the situation actually needs. Just ask yourself, what is the single most valuable thing I can be doing with my time right now? Whatever that is your contribution. And that brings us to this wonderfully counterintuitive and super powerful tool. We all know about to-do lists, but let me tell you, the real secret to getting things done is often a not to-do list. It's all about strategic subtraction. I mean, just look at the difference here. A to-do list is all about adding more stuff, piling it on. But a not to-do list, it's about asking, what should I stop doing? It's a promise you make to yourself to actively avoid all those time wasters you found in your audit. It's about fiercely protecting your focus.
So what goes on this list? Well, start with the obvious ones. For that mindless social media scrolling, don't just rely on willpower. That's a losing game. Nope, put it on the list. Make a hard rule, like no Instagram before 5 p.m. And for those non-essential calls, try blocking out one specific time to handle them all, instead of letting them hijack your day. See? This isn't about restriction, it's about liberation.
Okay, we've gone through the problem and we've covered 3 powerful rules to fix it. I know it can feel like a lot to take in, so let's bring this all home with one simple, totally doable starting point. Reclaiming your first meaningful hour. Just one, that's it. What if, by using that not-to-do list, you could free up just 1 hour from all the distractions tomorrow? Not a whole day, not a whole week, just 1 hour of pure, uninterrupted, focused time. Can you imagine the power in that? So I'll leave you with this question to really think about. If you had that one protected hour every single day, what could you create? What problem could you solve? What incredible progress could you make? It all starts with that first hour. So, what are you going to do with yours?